Last night, I celebrated Mass at Ateneo de Manila University. The Mass was from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And after the Mass was ended, I decided to drive early and sleep over at Muntinlupa because my next Mass, which was this morning, was at 4:30 in the Bilibid area of Muntinlupa. When I left Ateneo, the traffic was very light until I hit C5, Market area. For a while, I thought the standstill was temporary, meaning that after 15 minutes, maybe it would ease up and the movement will continue. But when it became 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour of traffic barely moving, I said, there's something wrong here. And true enough, later on, I heard that there was a collision. But at that moment, I was so affected by the traffic that I lost my cool. Uminit ang ulo ni Father. Because in my mind, my plan was very clear. I knew what I wanted to happen. I knew that if I drove early, I would arrive in Muntinlupa at 10:15, 10:30, sleep early and wake up at 4 for the 4:30 a.m. Mass. But because of the delay, I was only able to arrive in Muntinlupa at 12:30 a.m. because I could find a way out of the traffic only at around 11:30. And the cause of the traffic was at 9:30 evening, just at around the time I left Ateneo, around 5 vehicles collided. A dump truck, which was long, 2 SUVs, and 2 motorcycles. The 4 small ones were easy to move away. But the dump truck was so long and its position was horizontal that it blocked the 5-lane road until early morning today. And so you can imagine that from 5 lanes, it became 1. And therefore, the traffic was truly horrendous. And I became so pissed off because my plan did not happen according to how I wanted it, that I told the chapel volunteers in Muntinlupa, this will be the last time I will be going to your place from Ateneo to celebrate early morning Mass. And then I prayed about it and realized that like all the experiences of life, God must have been telling me something. And so I prayed about it using the gospel reading today, and I realized that Mary was so different from me. Why? Like me, Mary had her plans. She knew she wanted to marry Joseph and have a family with him, and perhaps live a quiet life with her loved ones. But suddenly, a mighty creature, an angel from God, appeared to her and said, put aside your plans. God has a bigger plan for you. And Mary could have said no to that plan. She could have allowed her doubts and second thoughts to affect the way she responded to God's invitation. But take note of how Mary responded to an abrupt change of her life. What did she say? She said, let it be done to me according to your word. I am the handmaid of the Lord, revealing to us her inner disposition of faith and openness. Whereas most, if not all of us, would react to changes to plans with anger and doubt and faithlessness, Mary, our model, responded with the opposite. Openness, total surrender, complete love. Because she knew that as good as our plans are for ourselves, God's plan for us is so much better. We might not understand it now because we think that we need to arrive in Muntinlupa at 10:30, But God is telling us, it's better for you to arrive in Muntinlupa at 12 in the morning. Why? Because when I thought about it, if I really pushed for my plans, at 9:30, I would have been in the area where the accident was. And you would not have any priest tonight. But God had better plans. He said, I will allow you to get stuck in the traffic, even if it means you not moving for 2.5 hours and you losing your cool, if it means that you will be spared from physical harm. Telling me that my plans are better than yours. You don't see its meaning and purpose now, but if you hold on to your belief that I have the best of you in my heart, you will see the light of my will. And therefore, the invitation today is this, that like Mary, whenever changes to our life's direction, alterations to our plans happen from God, we are to react not with faithlessness and doubt, but with total surrender and complete faith, knowing that even if we only see a short distance ahead of us, God sees so much further, and He knows what will ultimately bring us goodness and salvation. God has the ultimate plan of our goodness and salvation. And if we say yes to that plan as wholeheartedly as Mary did, we will find to our surprise and consolation that He has prepared a much better path for us, a path that will lead to our fullness of meaning and joy, and more importantly, a path that will lead to the good of ourselves and the people around us. When we say yes to God, despite the external difficulties, we, like Mary, give birth to Jesus. Because the incarnation, the nativity of Christ, is not a one-time event that happened 2024 years ago. It can be a daily event that can happen in our lives, in our families, in our faith communities. Every time we surrender our plans to God, make His will our own, and allow Jesus to be born through our yes. Let us be people of yes, like Mary, so that every time we allow God's will to take over, we bring to birth Jesus the Lord, the Savior of humankind.